Hey, I'm Adam with Aerial Motion Photography, and in this video I'm going to tell you about what I hate about my new Mavic Mini drone. This Mavic Mini almost gave me a mini heart attack. If you're interested in finding out what happened, alright, let's get into it. Okay, I was going for a walk. This is like my favorite toy. I've had it for about a week and I'm just flying it everywhere I go. I'm like, okay, if I'm going on a walk, maybe I'll bring the drone and fly it around as I'm going. Fly it through the path, you know, to the park and stuff like that. And so I bring it and I park my car and I start walking down the path. And about 1,000 feet away from my car, the drone just stops flying. It's almost like it just like hit a wall. And I'm thinking like, what just happened? Is the drone, is something broken or something? So I back the drone up and I try to fly it through and it keeps on getting stuck and nothing's letting it through. And I look down on the screen and then I see it says like maximum distance reached, and I have the settings set up to have maximum distance all the way, which is like 14,000 feet, and I was about 1,000 feet and never hit max distance, and this was nowhere close to the maximum distance. So what I did is I just landed the drone, turn it on, turn it off, and then took off the drone, and then I figured, okay, now return to home is going to be that spot where I launched it, and that's already a lot closer than where the car was, and maybe that's just a one-time thing, a glitch or something. I'm having a lot of fun filming and doing my walk, and I wanted to make a small montage, get different angles as I'm walking. It's not really a video that I was going to post or anything, it's more just for fun. And I've seen a lot of cool videos where people with these Mavic Minis are flying them through extra small spaces, like car windows and branches and like weird rock formations, and people are doing that. And then so there's this bridge, and I thought, you know, it'd be cool if I could just like fly it through the bridge. It's an overpass and basically it has a cage on both sides, but the top is open. It was just gonna be a really cool shot. I was gonna do that and kind of fast forward, so it just looks like I'm just like zooming through. And then so I had the drone first in cinema mode because that's what keeps everything really stable. I thought that would be perfect since I'm going through something kind of small. But since there was wind, it actually made the drone kind of get pushed around a little bit. When it's not in position mode, the drone doesn't hover in the same place. So I put it in position mode. So that was safer from the not getting blown all around. But if you know position mode, everything's fast about it. It's full speed, side to side. There's nothing slowed down, and there's nothing that can help get steadier footage. So what I did, you know, I had it in P mode, and I'm just like, okay, fly it through the bridge. And as I turn around, I guess the drone like clipped a tree or some branches off to the side. And so I'm walking, and basically all I do is I could just hear the drone, but I couldn't see it. So I went up to the tree as fast as I could, and I started looking. And since this thing's so small, honestly, it took me a little while just to sight the drone. And then when I find it, it's like exactly like in between trees, branches, sticks, stems.
No stress, no seeds, no stems, no sticks.
Looking at the screen and like there's no way out. So I'm trying to think, okay, do some Frogger Tetris in my mind. Okay, how am I gonna get this drone out? And the safest way to get it out was to fly in the original direction that I was flying. But out of nowhere, I didn't realize it, and it hit the maximum distance, of course, in that exact spot where the drone's super close to those trees. So I couldn't even fly it and get it out of safety. I had to fly it backwards to try to get it because it's the maximum distance. So that was really tough because there's so many branches and leaves and sticks and stems and everything like that. And when you have these propeller guards on, there's just unlimited places for these things to get stuck because it only takes a little bit and you don't have a chance about getting it. If your drone does get stuck into a tree, I made this video, you can click up here, and it's how to get your drone out of a tree using the drone retrieval unit. And basically I show you how to build a slingshot with a rocket tied to a string. You shoot that through the branches, and then once that's through, you start shaking it, and then you hope that the drone will fall out. But I didn't want to have to use that. I just wanted to get my drone safely. So it was pretty nerve-wracking, and that's where I kind of had the miniature heart attack.
I think I'd have a heart attack.
I'm going to get into the second thing. So I finally get it to safety, and I'm flying out trying to find a good place to land it, and the battery starts beeping. And usually when it wants to return to home, you can just click and X out, and then it lets you do your thing, and then it'll send you another reminder, and you can usually always X out. But for some reason, this wasn't letting me exit out, and I had about 10 or 15% battery, so it's not like I was just had 1% and the drone just had to do its own thing. I had enough, but it wasn't responding. No matter how much I clicked on it, it wasn't Xing out. So I fly it, and then you can see on the top of the bridge, you can actually get through it on the top, and there's kind of like these cross hatches going through. And so I've flown it actually through the top from the inside and up, but when coming down like this, it just looked a lot more like difficult. It was hard for me to see exactly where it's going, and I didn't want to have it like clip something, ricochet, and then hit the road underneath. Once I figured out that wasn't going to work, then I just try to make it to the other side of the road. It only gives me about 10 seconds from where it started to where it landed. So I had to push forward and just go as fast as I could to the other side of the road. And even when it's on return to home, usually when it gets to a few feet above the ground, it'll ask you, okay, is this a safe place to land? But this time, it didn't even ask that, so it just landed. And it was down this embankment with a gutter, and it kind of just landed down there like that. So I had, you know, almost getting stuck in the trees to thinking my battery's running out, it might hit the road. And I was super stressed out, and that's the first time that I've ever not had a good time flying my Mavic Mini. If you guys know any settings, or if you guys can think why this happened to me, I don't know why the distance was being so weird, and then also why the battery was going through the fail-safe landing. So if you guys have ran into that, drop it down in the comments. I'm interested in seeing what you guys have to say. That's my story. I hope you found this video either educational or entertaining. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. That means a lot to me. Subscribe down below, and if you like more videos like these, check the notifications. You'll be notified when I upload more and more videos. As always, my name's Adam. Fly safe, take care, peace.